In the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful. I am Hossein Rustai. One of my dear friends requested that I explain about PVC bathroom sinks for you, so I am here to do that for you. My dear friends, this is a sample of a PVC sink. I took a photo of it at one of the exhibitions, and I want to explain it to you using this example. First of all of these units in our bathrooms must be made entirely of PVC, and it's better if the PVC is at least 16 millimeters thick. Sometimes in the market we see that some sinks, like the cheaper ones, are only 14 millimeters thick and just have a layer of paint sprayed on them. It's not clear, but this 14 millimeter thickness means that the screw can't hold properly. After a while, the doors become loose, and there's even a risk of them breaking. And let me say, it's not without reason that these sinks are so cheap. This is one of the really good sinks on the market that has been painted. It's been coated with top-grade polyurethane paint. It's glossy. Of course, it might not show in the photo, but the material is excellent and thick. Now, sometimes they glue two 16 millimeter boards together, or for example, they find 22 millimeter boards, which are quite rare in the market, and use them to make these units. Here, as you can see, they've given this unit a hallway design, and actually creating this curve is quite a difficult task because, if I'm not mistaken, about 500 grooves have to be made on the back so they can bend the vanity in this shape. I don't think I got the number wrong. It's about 560. When I spoke with the manufacturer, they said they have to make closely spaced grooves on the back so they can shape such a thick diameter like this, and then add an 8 millimeter layer on the back. Here, there's another 16 millimeter wall to hold this in place. Making this is really labor intensive. Of course, what you see here, or any of the units you see, are for use in bathrooms, on the sides, for decoration, corridors, or whatever else there is. This is suitable for spaces where you don't have walls on both sides, because if there are walls, then none of this display will be visible. This is good for places where, for example, there might be a toilet or even a shower cabin next to it, so you can see these patterns. Otherwise, not only is it useless, but it also takes up space. Here, this has taken up about 20 centimeters of the unit's interior space. 2 times 20 centimeters and a bit more makes it almost 50 centimeters, roughly, out of the space of this unit, which I think we dedicated about 1.5 meters, to only the facade is being used. If it were flat, our drawers would be bigger. Right now, you can see the vertical drawers. It could be a horizontal drawer. The drawers could be 4 in total, divided into 2 on this side and 2 on that side. I'll show you on another picture now. It can also be like this. This unit is 60 centimeters tall, but our finished height from the floor to the top of the stone countertop should be 82 centimeters, so that we can easily bend over to wash our face, wash our hands comfortably, and do other tasks. Let me get it for you. The countertop you see here right now is made of stone. It's made of onyx, which is one of the best types of stone. It absorbs very little water, meaning it doesn't soak up water. This is very important. When it comes to the wash basin, or even the part in the kitchen where you want to use stone, you should choose a stone that has low water absorption. Because if it absorbs water, it will always feel damp, and that moisture will transfer downward. This applies in the kitchen, which I'm talking about now, and it's true here as well. If you put anything in this drawer here, after a while it will get moldy because the stone passes the moisture through. Of course, water doesn't drip, but the area underneath is always wet. If you touch it, it feels cold. That's why the stone we use for sinks and even in the kitchen should be a type that doesn't absorb water. You can mention this or have someone else mention it. If you're gonna have it made yourself, specify that you want it shaped like a spoon, or they can make it flat like this PVC one, or even completely flat here without any tooling. It can be with a pedestal. It can be without a pedestal. It's better if the drawers aren't designed like this, because when drawers are opened at the end of their travel, they will definitely get stuck together. That's because adjusting these is very difficult. You have to use rails that can be adjusted very precisely so that when opening them simultaneously, this problem doesn't occur. I also wanted to explain about the mirrors. All these mirrors are made of stainless steel, of course. If you buy from a reputable place, it's stainless steel that doesn't rust and is plated, and the entire core of this is stainless steel. As you can see here, you can see a very tall mirror here. In front of this wash basin, there is a curve which we can see in the mirror, along with a tall faucet that is used in pools and certain special places. The next topic that I want to present to you, this wash basin can have two bowls. The bowls of this wash basin, as well as the one I was just explaining to you, are installed inside. That means nothing protrudes above the surface of the stone. But it can also have this stone as a flat surface. You can place a round, rectangular, or any style of bowl you like on the stone with a taller faucet, or if the faucet is built in, then that's fine too. That also looks nice, though unfortunately I don't have a picture of it right now. This wash basin is a simple one. As I mentioned, it can have 4 drawers. These are all made of stainless steel, all 304 steel that doesn't rust. We have it in this section as well. We have it in this section too, which is very durable for spaces that are very damp and exposed to water. The next topic actually, let me move this first. Let me tell you, right now you can see it from this side. We actually need to turn the camera around. But, well, I'm not going to do that. Please, you go ahead and rotate it. Here you can see inside the drawer that's been opened. This is the drawer rail. This is the base that's under the drawer. This is the drawer bottom, which can be made of leather. Artificial leather with various stitching, black, gold, gray, or any color that matches this unit. These plastic pieces are also sold ready-made in the market. They are screwed from the back and underneath to the drawer base itself. The drawer bottom must definitely be either 16 millimeters or 8 millimeters thick. It's not very important because you have to add 2 supports anyway if you're using 8 millimeters. I also recommend not using leather for the bottom even, though it looks very beautiful. Over time, leather tends to absorb odors. Since this area is prone to water spills and might often be damp, the leather underneath can start to smell and even develop mold. It's better for the drawer bottom to be made from the same PVC as the body, which is available, but it's just a matter of installing it. The rails should be the type that go under the drawer at the bottom. These are commonly referred to as under-drawer rails, and both Blum and Turkish rails are available, but they must definitely be rust resistant. They can also be soft closing. Of course, touch to open options are available as well. The next issue is this photo, which I need to flip. This is the inside of the drawer, meaning we've gone past the drawer and moved a bit lower. You can see that besides the fact that these two, the bottom and the side ear, connected from underneath, meaning the side sits on top of the bottom panel, unlike a cabinet, because this is supposed to stand on its own against the wall without any legs. Even if there are legs, the weight still needs to be supported by the unit itself. The legs can help as well. It's not a problem, but many people prefer to use units without legs, so it's easier to clean the floor. Here you can see we have an upper panel. Here the wall itself is covered with ceramic tiles. And here the bottom of the drawer is the actual floor of the unit. We definitely need to have this extra piece so that we can screw the drawer rail onto it. It also helps make these two parts more sturdy. This piece is attached to the floor and the wall with glue and screws. As you can see here, they've installed one. It's both glued and secured with two screws. The next point is that this unit must definitely be installed using strong 10 centimeters or 8 centimeters screws, which are called roll bolts, and both this part and that part need to be screwed in. So they use a bracket, they attach this bracket to the back support with screws, and then screw it into the wall. And here as well, they screw one screw directly into the body on our right side, which really increases the stability of the structure. There's nothing else in particular to explain. I don't think there's anything I haven't mentioned. Let me also add that this surface you see here is glass. These are crystals produced in Iran, specifically in the city of Bukan. Unfortunately, in the market, they claim these are imported from Turkey, but that's not true at all. These are produced in Iran. You can get these glass panels in maximum dimensions. The standard size is up to 1 meter and 20 centimeters in length and 50 centimeters in width. The minimum width can be 46 centimeters. The minimum length can be between 65 and 70 centimeters. This is its bowl, which you can see from underneath. It might not be very clear. If you want, I can explain more about this. It doesn't come in more than two colors. It comes in white and black. Thank you for your attention. Thank you. Goodbye.